Elite Gaming.
What's up guys, it's Andrew at Elite Gaming HQ, and today I want to talk to you guys about the Hunt Showdown. Before I start, I just want to say that I thoroughly enjoy this game so far, and the reason why you should be interested in a game like this is because it is different. It is not the same old cookie cutter, survival, or battle royale type game that is getting a lot of popularity right now. That being said, it does have some different elements into it that some people may not like, but I thoroughly enjoy. So in this video, I want to tell you guys how to play, because I have a lot of friends in my Discord that I've been talking to about this game, and they have a lot of questions. So in this video, I just want to sum up how the game works, how to play, some of the features you might be interested in, and just try to make a quick rundown of the game. First things first, you enter the game and you recruit yourself a hero. Now this game has a very interesting level of RPG to it, whereas you have multiple different heroes that you can recruit, you can gain levels, you can upgrade them, you can change their inventory, you can change their perks, but at the same time you have a character level, which is called your bloodline, which even if you lose your character, which they will die, you continue to progress your profile as a whole. But I could probably see that if you put a lot of time in one character, it would be very disappointing for him to die. So after you recruit a character, you can go into your inventory, you can buy items, you can equip them to the character. Me personally, I like to have a main weapon, maybe a sidearm, maybe a health pack, and probably a melee weapon. You can buy them and equip them to your character. After that, you join a lobby. You can either go solo, invite a friend, or play with a random. Now, I must say that there's no real way to stay connected with the randoms after you play a match with them, and it's going to be a huge advantage if you play with somebody, let's say, in your Discord, or like a private chat, because when you talk into the game, other players can hear you, and not only that, you can't hear your teammate unless you're close to him. I think that's a cool mechanic in theory, but it's going to give a huge advantage to people who just group together. That being said, all teams in the game at once have the same objective. What they're going to try to do is they're going to try to hunt down and kill the main monster. By doing this, you look for clues using a dark vision, which is usually the E button. I keybound it to a forward button on my mouse, and as you find clues, it shrinks the map to where the boss is. Now be careful, because everything you do that makes noise will alert other players to your position. That includes gunfire. This is where I feel the melee weapons come into play, or if you can get your hands on one, a silenced weapon. I feel like a lot of people that play this game make a lot of noise, and because of that, I get a lot of kills. That being said, this is a little more of a slow-paced game. It's not as quick as, let's say, something like PUBG, and I think that's mainly because the maps are about 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. Now, while you're in the map, you're going to be running around dealing with zombies and other forms of nasty creatures. Sound is very important in this game, and actually the directional of where someone's shooting or coming from is done very well. A lot of times in PUBG, I can't exactly tell where someone's at, but in this, I can always. Sometimes people are opening gates, sometimes a dying horse on the ground is wailing because someone walks by, or they trigger dogs, crows. Use all this to your advantage to know where enemies are, and also try to avoid them yourself. Be careful with ammo because it is scarce, but you can find boxes to refill them. The refill stations change every time you play the game, and they're indicated by these little carts here. Now after you narrow everything down, you go on to fight the boss. Now keep in mind, while you're fighting the boss, people can just run up and kill you. But if you do successfully kill the boss, there's going to be a banishing phase. And during this banishment phase, all the players who are currently still playing know where you are, so you have to kind of camp. I like to sometimes back off the actual zone and watch people funnel in and then kill them from behind. But I think it takes something like 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes for the banishment to be complete. After this, you run in and you grab the little loot that the boss drops. At this current point, there is 2 bosses, the Butcher and the Spider. Both have different attributes. I'll let you discover them for yourself, because it is very interesting and exciting the first time you fight them, or maybe the first time they kill you, because that's a possibility. All I can say is they are kind of confined to their zones, so you always have the opportunity to run out and heal if you need to. So now you have the loot, all other players can now track you. They can see you with the dark vision, and they will hunt you down and try to kill you to take your loot. At this point, you want to escape the map. On the map, there'll be locations marked in which you can escape, which is a 20-second cooldown, and I think it goes faster when you have a friend with you, if you both are trying to extract at the same time. After that, you come to a screen where your character levels up, your profile levels up, and you get experience based on how good you do. Now, just a little tip, me personally, I kind of like to play low-level characters over and over again. I'm saying I don't upgrade my character. I'll just recruit a new level 1 character for super cheap and try to build up my money until I get really good at the game. Then maybe I'll play a higher level character, because as you get good in the game, the characters go from tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 from what I've seen so far, as well as you can always switch out the lot a couple times of what characters are available for recruitment. The other thing is pretty interesting is if you do lose all your money and you can't recruit a level 1 or tier 1 rather character, they'll give you a tier 0 one for free. So that's kind of cool, but nobody wants to be in that spot, I imagine. Now the basics to the game are, to shoot you have to hold down the right mouse button and then press the left mouse button, and then you can also kind of zoom in like iron sights with the shift key. You can sprint with shift, and you have limited stamina for melee weapons. You can also charge your melee weapon with holding down the right mouse button. I tell you those things last because if you're watching this, you're about to play your game, and those are probably the most important to start off. But I am looking for more people to play this game with, so if you are interested, I'll put a temporary Discord link below, and you guys can join the Discord, send me a tell, and maybe we can do some gaming together. So I look forward to see you in the hunt. Thanks for watching, guys. I tried to put in as much information as I could as quick as possible, and the next video is going to be tips and also how to be successful at killing other players. But until then, I'll catch you on the next one. My name is Andrew, and this is Elite Gaming HQ. Thanks for watching, guys.